Hey guys, I wanted to talk about MMA, a little bit of MMA. Tomorrow, or should I say later today, is Bellator MMA. Technically speaking, they have the event split where they're calling it the pre-show, the prelim. The pre-show to the pay-per-view is being called the main card, and then the pay-per-view card. I don't understand why it's done that way. I mean, from a point of view of advertisement and calling it, hey, this is the main card, and it's on Spike like we normally do, and then we have this other card that's going to be on pay-per-view, I guess, type of way. But regardless, I don't agree with it. Just call it Bellator MMA. This is the prelim, the early prelims, just like the UFC does. I don't see why you have to go about of having a different naming convention, trying to sell it as what it is not. Originally, there was 2 title fights on the main card. One of the title fights has been moved to the pay-per-view card. I guess they must have lost a fight or something. But regardless, I still think it was kind of messed up where the title fight should have been on the pay-per-view, but wasn't. It was being broadcast on the free Spike TV show, not Spike TV, Spike Network. But regardless, it got moved. So now there's only one title fight on the main card, which will be on Spike, and that'll be at 8 o'clock. Ryan Bader versus Phil Davis. No, the first fight was a good fight. A lot of people will say it was boring. It was a good fight. Very competitive fight. I'm looking forward to the sequel. But now let's just jump right into the main card, their pay-per-view card, main evented by Chael Sonnen and Wanderlei Silva. 2 guys who are in losing streaks. I don't understand why this is a main event. It shouldn't be. It should never. These guys don't belong in the main event. Yes, Chael Sonnen is one of the best talkers in the sport, but he's coming off a loss against Tito Ortiz. And Wanderlei Silva, I don't know what he's been doing. I don't know where he's been up to, you know. And then you have the co-main event, Fedor Emelianenko, I was gonna say the last emperor, versus Matt Mitrione, which was supposed to happen earlier this year. Matt Mitrione got sick, could not compete, so the fight was scrapped. They're redoing it now. I'm interested. I'm interested. Then you got Doug Lima versus Lorenz Larkin. And that is a title fight for the welterweight Bellator. So that's the fight that got moved. Brent Primus versus Michael Chandler. You know, good names there. Aaron Pico, who has no record. According to this, it says he's 0-0-0 versus Zach Freeman. And he gets to be put on the pay-per-view. I'm just saying, it doesn't make sense to me why, you couldn't have the 2 title fights on the pay-per-view. No, and I get it. The pay-per-view card, you want the bigger names. Chael Sonnen is probably a bigger name than any of them there. Wanderlei Silva is definitely a bigger name. But, it's almost like WWE doing their Brock Lesnar type of thing. You want to build your stars, you got to feature them. And you're not featuring them. Instead, you're featuring a guy who's never having a career fight versus a guy who has a decent record. No, Michael Chandler has been a big name for them versus a guy who's undefeated. Good. And if I have a title fight, that's good. But why wasn't this fight in this card to begin with? But regardless, I will cover it. I will watch it. I will probably most likely enjoy it. And so guys, let me know what you guys think about it. Give me your predictions as well. If I had to go, main event style, because only based on the fights I know, I see Fedor beating Matt Mitrione. I see Chael Sonnen. I don't know. It's an interesting fight for me. I'm a Chael fan, but for some reason, I think he's gonna beat Wanderlei Silva. He's gonna knock him out. I don't know. The rest of them I won't give a prediction because I don't really watch this. I don't really watch Bellator, so I don't feel I'm the right person to give my predictions on them. But if you watch it, feel free to write and let me know who you think and who should I look for, because you never know. Like I said, there's some good competitors in Bellator. and it'll be interesting to see. They could put on a great show and showcase something that is in the same level as most UFCs, because let's be honest, it's not looked upon as the same level, and the only way that's going to happen is produce a great fight card. Well guys, again, like I said, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and let me know your predictions. Until tomorrow, for Inside the Fight, post-fight, I'm Willie Guns.